What's up, rail fans? You know, when I'm putting these videos together, every so often there are situations that for whatever reason, I can't explain every little detail about what's going on in the program. What do I mean? I mean that every now and again, interesting anomalies present themselves that for whatever reason can't be explained at the time. Things like locomotives showing up more than once and other little details that often go unnoticed to the casual observer. I like to call these little anomalies Easter eggs. So in the spirit of the Easter holiday, I've made this little collection of Easter eggs that you may or may not have taken note of. In our Days of Futures Past video, we got to hang out in the cab of a Canadian Pacific locomotive. You may have noticed the locomotive number 5721. That's what it was in 2004 when it outlawed at Buttonwood, prompting this crew change. In a few minutes, the new crew was on board and off they went to Enola or maybe Philadelphia. In that same video, the 5721 showed up again, but it wasn't red anymore. This time it was black and lettered for the Lehigh Railway. The Lehigh Railway is one of 3 short lines owned by a holding company in Owego, New York, the others being the local Luzerne and Susquehanna in Wilkes-Barre and the Owego Hartford in Owego. We caught it out in Sayre just after making its interchange with the Norfolk Southern. In another video, we caught locomotives number 9793 and 6597 and 2 other NS Blacks as they hustled southbound 11Z through Taylor on a soggy Saturday morning. As you may recall, the destination for this train was the Enola Yard, which was also our destination for that day. But do you recall seeing these 2 locomotives when we finally got to Enola? You may not have noticed them, but your brain did. Back home in 2018 on the Sunbury line, we caught a 1-unit wonder train 14R with the 1026 providing the muscle, but did you notice it the year before when it came up trailing on train 37T? It showed up on a video called Seaboard on the Sunbury. Down in Yatesville, in Volume 1 of the Summer Series, we caught another case of deja vu. No, it wasn't the Operation Lifesaver 9254. Nope, not that one either. That one. Recently rebuilt at the time AC44C6M number 4158. It showed up again in the Summer Series. This time it was Volume 4 and it was leading the diesel trifecta on train 37T. We talked a little bit about the Winchester and Western and the fact that they were ditching their aging but venerable, or maybe it was venerable but aging. Whatever it was, they ditched their older Jeeps in favor of newer locomotive power. Around that same time, we talked about the Pan Am Railways ditching their older power in favor of newer GEs. And what a surprise it was to me to learn that these 2 6-axle brutes wound up on, yep, you guessed it, the Winchester and Western. One of my most heralded videos was the history of the Norfolk Southern Heritage Units. Since the stars and the focus of the show were the Heritage Units themselves, I couldn't point out other worthwhile catches, like the Kansas City Southern to Mexico unit bringing up the rear on 37T being headed by the 1065, Savannah, and Atlanta. Whenever I'm previewing these videos, I'm always looking for those little things that don't always pop out at you at first glance. Take a look at this string of candy canes moving northward. Note how the Herzog lettering is evenly spaced in the center. That is until you get to this car. I don't know about you, but I'm thinking that whoever stenciled this particular car was either dyslexic or maybe had a little too much sugar in their system. Lastly, we have yet another Summer Series train, Enola-bound Train 11Z. Note those Reading and Northern coal hoppers. They came northbound in that same Summer Series on Train 37T. One of the more unusual and sought-after trophies was this FRA train that made its way down the line. This train will work to Harrisburg, tie down for the night, and resume south from Harrisburg with the new crew to Hagerstown, Maryland.